You've been mindlessly drilling scales for what feels like forever, but you still can't actually use them to solo because every time you try it just sounds like scales, right? Yo, how the fuck does he know that? Listen, after teaching about 1,000 lessons, I've seen very clearly what players need to go from just playing scales to actually ripping a solo that a live audience can connect with. So let me break it down for you in just 5 steps. Step 1 being thinking more vocally. It's so important to think vocally if you're trying to break out of this scalular sound in your playing, because the scale is a memorization thing. You're thinking about the shape and you're playing the shape, right? But if you try and come up with an idea more vocally, your ideas are not going to be connected to this muscle memory. It's kind of like typing, like think about a keyboard. They're just going to be free-flowing ideas. So here's a loop I have set up, and I'll try and come up with some vocal ideas and then play them on the guitar. What was that? What was I doing? Yeah. Yeah. So when you have these vocal ideas, the next step is talking to yourself with them. You don't want to think singularly of, oh, I'm playing an idea, now what's a new idea? You want your ideas to kind of communicate with each other. So say I'm playing like a da 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 da. I want my next line to kind of complement that, right? Da 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 da. I could go up and be like da 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 ba ba. So like da 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 da. Ba da ba ba da ba. I kind of changed the second line. Going back, I forgot what it was, but the idea is just complementing your lines back and forth. So with the loop, that's like play a line, right? And then how can I play a new line to complement that? Okay, and the new line to complement that one. And then new line, new line, new line. So when I'm improvising, I don't honestly usually know what I'm going to play even 2 seconds ahead of me. I have like ideas like I was kind of doing vocally earlier, but I kind of let the music aerate a little bit. Like I'll play a line da da da, and then I go like, where can I go from there? So I'm like da da da, and then da da da, where can I go from here? Da da da, where can I go from there? Da 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 da, where can I go from there? It's a constant state of just playing something and feeling out where you want your ideas to go. That's the best way to talk to yourself, is to listen to yourself in your own playing. And if you really want to start playing like a pro, the best thing you can do is be around other players that are actually putting the time into getting better. That's why I opened a private community where I only let players in that have been playing for over a year and actually play every single day trying to get better. The best part is it's completely free and it's linked right down below. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in there and helping you shred on our live sessions. Step 3 is going to be using scales as a tool. Obviously, if we're trying to have these vocal sounding lines, play something creative, we want to know what the map is, right? That's what the scale is. The scale is kind of our musical map. But the scale isn't music. We want to figure out how we can use the scale as a tool to follow the music. One of the best ways to do this is to assign a number to each note in the scale. Now this loop we're playing over is actually in Dorian, so it's a little bit different than a more like diatonic style chord progression. What we would do for that is we relate them to the major key. So if we were to think about A major, we have like that right here. Thank you Yinming for putting that there. Everybody comment right now, thank you Yinming for putting this right here. He's doing the Lord's work. Okay, so our A major is going to be like this. You can see it below. All we're doing to get to A Dorian is flatting some of the notes. So it might be easier to actually think about the major in this kind of shape to make this change, because we're flatting the third. So we have 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, back to 1. Which brings us to step 4, which is knowing the music. And when we have this scale as a tool, we can actually apply that tool into the music to understand what we're doing. What do I mean by that? Well, we want to see where the chords that we're playing on fit into the scale and know what notes are in them. So the 2 chords in this loop are, it's just A minor for a second and then a D7. So we would want to think about, well, where do those fit into the key? Well, we're in this A Dorian, so we know, okay, well, that's pretty easy. A is our 1 in that key. And then we're going to a D dominant 7, though. This is important to note because in a regular minor key, it would be a minor 7. So it's kind of what makes this Dorian sound. So knowing the music comes down to knowing these notes, especially because when I'm playing over this, you want to, or when anybody's playing over something Dorian, you want to focus on the Dorian notes. So this one we went over, the 6 is a very Dorian note because usually minor has a flat 6 and Dorian has that natural 6. So you can hear playing over it. When we go to that second chord, that note's so defined. Like, listen. This one, it's such a character. And then you bring it back. I'm focusing on just A minor notes, and then D7 notes. There's a D7 right here, D7 here, D7 here, back to A minor here, A minor here, A minor here. Those are the root notes you want to sit on. And step 5 is going to be telling a story. If you don't have a clear beginning, middle, and end in your solo, it's not going to sound very, I want to say, engaging to an audience. You know, you can play really cool, really hard things, but if you're just up there just for like a minute straight, people are going to lose it. You kind of want to start with the song. Let's say you're playing a song, you're soloing over it. You would be playing, for example, you'd be playing this, right? So you want to come into it kind of subtly, right? Like, and then as you're playing into it, you start to build it up more and more, but you kind of want to follow this chain of like starting low, bring it up, bring it down, right? And then your middle can be bringing it up maybe to like 70% energy, you bring it down, and then you bring it up to like a 100, and the end of a solo is bringing it back into the song. Because if you're thinking about actually playing a solo, not just like jamming on a backing track, at some point you have to go back into the song. So I'm going to try and show you what it would look like to have these waves in the energy and then bring it back into just playing the chord progression. And if you want to go from just playing scales to actually soloing like a pro, then check out this video right here and I'll show you how I help players just like you play all over the fretboard.